Hi, Decide from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Aunt Flossie Hats and Crab Cakes Later from 1991. So let's get started. On Sunday afternoon, Sarah and I go to see Great Great Aunt Frosty. Sarah and I love Aunt Frosty's house. It is crowded full of stuff and things, books and pictures and lamps and pillows, plates and trays and old dry flowers, and boxes and boxes and boxes of hats. On Sunday afternoon, when Sarah and I go to see Aunt Flossie, she says, "Come in, Susan. Come in, Sarah. Have some tea. Have some cookies. Later we can get some crab cakes." We sip our tea and eat our cookies, and then Aunt Flossie let us look in her hat box. We pick our hats and try them on. Aunt Flossie say they are her memories, and each hat has its stories. Hat. A stiff black one with bright red ribbons, a soft brown one with silver buttons, thin floppy hats that hide our eyes, green or blue or pink or purple, some have fur, some have feathers. Look, this is just one smooth, soft rose, but here's one with children flowers. Aunt Frosty has so many hats. One Sunday afternoon, I picked out a woolly winter hat, sort of green. Maybe Aunt Flossie thought a minute. Aunt Flossie almost always thinks a minute before she starts a hat story. Then she sniffed the wool hat. "Just a little smoky smell now," she says. Sarah and I sniffed the hat too. "Smoky smell, Aunt Flossie?" "The big fire," Aunt Flossie said. "The big fire in Baltimore. Everything smells smoke for miles around. 4 days and for days and days. Big fire didn't come near our house on Center Street, but we could hear fire engine racing down St. Paul. Horses' hooves chattering, bells whistling. Your great grandma and I couldn't sleep. We grabbed our coats and hats and ran outside, worrying about Uncle Jimmy's grocery store, worry about the terrapins and crabs. Big fire in Baltimore. Aunt Flossie closed her eyes. I think she was seeing long ago. I was wondering about crab cakes. Did they have crab cakes way back then? Then Sarah stiff Aunt Flossie had. "No more smoky smell," she said, "but I thought I could smell some, just a little." Then Sarah tried a different hat, dark blue with a red feather. "This one, Aunt Flossie, this one." Aunt Flossie closed her eyes and thought a minute. "Oh my, yes. My, what an exciting day." We waited. Sarah and I, "What happened, Aunt Flossie?" I asked. "Big parade in Baltimore." "Oh, parades," said Sarah. "We love parades." "I made that hat," Aunt Flossie said, "to wear to watch the big parade. Bugles, bugling, drummers drumming, flags flying everywhere. The boys, soldiers, back from France, marching up Charles Street. Proud, everyone cheering, everyone shouting. The Great War was over. The Great War was over." "Let's have a parade," I said. Sarah put on the dark blue hat. I found a red one with a furry pom pom. We marched around Aunt Frosty's house. "March with us, Aunt Frosty," I called, but she was closing her eyes. she was seeing long ago. Maybe she was dreaming about crab cakes, Sarah said. Then we looked in then we looked in the very special box. Look, Aunt Frosty, here's your special hat. It was the big shawl hat with the pink and yellow flowers and green velvet ribbon. Aunt Frosty's favorite best Sunday hat. It was our favorite story because we are in the story and we can help Aunt Frosty tell it. Aunt Frosty smiled. One Sunday afternoon, she said, we were going out for crab cakes. Sarah and Susan and Mom and Dad, I said, and Aunt Frosty said, Sarah. Aunt Frosty nodded. We was walking by the water and the wind came. Let me tell it, I said. The wind came and blew away your favorite best Sunday hat. My favorite best Sunday hat, said Aunt Frosty. It landed in the water. It was funny, said Sarah. I didn't think so, said Aunt Frosty. And Dad tried to reach it, I said, but he slid down in the mud. Dad looked really surprised, and everyone laughed. He couldn't rescue my favorite best Sunday hat, said Aunt Frosty. And Mom got a stick and leaned it far out. She almost fell in, but she couldn't reach it either. The water rippled, and your favorite best Sunday hat just floated by like a boat. Now came the best part, and I'll tell it, said Sarah. A big brown dog came. It was walking with a boy. Maybe we can help you, the boy asked. My dog, Gretchen, can get it. The boy threw a small rock in, threw a small stone. It landed in Aunt Frosty's hat. Fetch, Gretchen, fetch. Fetch, Gretchen, fetch. Gretchen jumped into the water. She swam and got it. Gretchen got Aunt Frosty's hat. Hooray for Gretchen. We all jumped up and down. Hooray for Aunt Frosty's hat. It was very wet, said Aunt Frosty, but it dried just fine. Almost like new. My best Sunday hat. I like that story, I said. So do I, said Sarah. And I like what happened next. We went to get crab cakes. Crab cakes, said Aunt Frosty. What a wonderful idea. Sarah, Susan, telephone your parents. We'll go get some crab cakes right now. I think Sarah and I will always agree about one thing. Nothing in the whole wide world tastes as good as crab cakes. But crab cakes takes best after stories. After stories about Aunt Frosty hats. So that was Aunt Frosty hat and crab cakes later from 1991. If you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day. We have another video coming out real soon.